Okay, everyone, and welcome back to Warren's Team Talk. Thank you very much for coming and joining me today. And today I've got a very, very special surprise for you. I'm doing a preview of the Scottish League Cup final, which is taking place today at 3 o'clock at Hampden Park in Glasgow, and it's between Celtic and Hibernian. So I'm doing a preview for that game, like I say, which will be kicking off late today. So I hope you're going to find that enjoyable. And I also hope that you're doing really well and you're healthy and you're staying safe and following all the government guidelines, irrespective of whether they decide they're going to have a party while they're locking us all down or whatnot. But yeah, so anyway, I hope that you're all fine and steering clear of this evil COVID. It's no joking matter, people. It really isn't. This is really serious. We need to take care of each other and look out for one another. So make sure you keep talking and share some love and kindness around the world. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get on with it. Right, so here we go, people. Here it is. It's my preview for the Scottish League Cup final today at 3 o'clock between Celtic and Hibernian. But before we do get into that, can I please ask you to hit the like button? Please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell as well, and that'll ensure that you get notified any time that I upload a new video to YouTube. Yeah, so please make sure you do all that for me. And please, last but not least, please make sure that you share it around with as many different people as possible. So let's get on with it. So let's look at, first of all, the head-to-head record between the two clubs. So Celtic have won 30 times in matches between Hibs and Celtic. Hibs have won 7 of the games, and there's been 14 draws. So it's clear to see who's got the upper hand here. So now, so far this season, Celtic are sitting second in the Scottish Premier League, the Scottish Premiership League table. They're currently 4 points behind their great city rivals Rangers. And yeah, they've made a big improvement from last season, in my opinion. And in their last 5 games, they've won every single one of them. On the 28th of November, they defeated Aberdeen at home by 2-1. Then a few days later, on the 2nd of December, they beat Heart Midlothian by 1-0. Again, that was at home. And then on the 5th of December, they travelled up to Tannadice, where they defeated Dundee United by 3-0. And then on the 12th of December, they played Motherwell again at home, and they won that game by 1-0. And then finally, on the 15th of December, they defeated Ross County away by 2-1, and that was their. And so, as you can see, they've won all their last 5 games. So they're in good form at the moment. The Hibs, on the other hand, it's been a bit up and down with them, really. In fact, they've only won 1 of their last 5 games. On the 1st of December, they lost at home by 1-0 to Rangers. 3 days later, they faced Motherwell, and they drew that game, 1 goal apiece. And then 4 days later, they faced Livingston away and lost that game by 1-0. 3 days after that, they faced St Mirren again away, and the game ended in a 1-1 draw. And then finally, on the 14th of December, they managed to defeat Dundee 1-0 at home. So yeah, as you can see, they're not in the best of form at present. So form would tend to indicate that this is going to be a fairly comfortable afternoon for Celtic. But as we all know, the cup matches, especially cup finals, form books can go out the window. But the League Cup record between the two clubs, the two clubs have met twice in the League Cup. On the 18th of December 2003, Hibernian won by 2-1 in the quarter-final. And then on the 26th of October 2011, Celtic ran out emphatic winners by beating Hibs by 4-1. So, yeah, that's the two matches that have taken place in the Scottish League Cup. So the records for the tournament, the highest aggregate score was Celtic winning by 6-0 in the 1960-61 season. Celtic's highest ever victory was winning by 7-3 against Hibs in the 1990-20 season. And then Hibs' highest victory was winning by 4-0 in the 1902-1903 season. Now, Celtic's road to Hampden. In the second round, they defeated Heart Midlothian 3-2 at Celtic Park on the 15th of August. On the 23rd of September, they beat Raith Rovers 3-0 again at Celtic Park. And then in the semi-final, on the 20th of November, they defeated St Johnstone by 1-0, who are the current League Cup holders by the way. And then Hibs road to Hampden. In the second round, on the 15th of August, they defeated Kilmarnock by 2-0. And then in the quarter-final, on the 23rd of September, they defeated Dundee United away by 3-1. And then in the semi-final, on the 20th of November, they defeated Rangers by 3-1 at Ibrox. So great victory for Hibs there, particularly when you consider the poor form that they've been in of late. So, yeah, that was a bit of an upset there. So the predicted lineup for the game for today for Hibs is Macy, McGinn, Hampden, Porteous, Stevenson, Newell, Doyle Hayes, Caden, Campbell, Nisbet and Boyle. Predicted lineup for today's game for Celtic is Hart, Ralston, Starfelt, Carter Vickers, Scales, Turnbull, Binton, McGregor, Montgomery, Juranovic and Abada. So, yeah, that's the predicted lineup. Now, Celtic as well are suffering with quite a lengthening list of injury problems. And I've heard a lot of Celtic fans complaining about some of the lack of protection that they've been receiving from referees in Scotland in terms of some of the challenges that have been going in on their players. And I have to say that I'm not surprised by this, because this has been a long-standing issue in Scottish football where referees are placed more, don't necessarily want to protect the Celtic players, or they have a, let's say, a more favourable, they take a more favourable stand with Rangers than what they do with Celtic. So it's no surprise to me that certain members of the Celtic playing squad are being targeted. Most notably, the young Japanese lad who's now been accused of diving and feigning injury. Well, he can't be fucking feigning injury if he keeps getting injured all the time, can he? And he's on the treatment bench and not available for selection. Jesus, honestly, these people, they make me sick. So, yeah, that's the predicted lineup for Celtic. So my prediction for today's game is that I'm going for Celtic to win the game by 2-0. Hibernian seem to have problems scoring goals, but also they don't really concede a lot. So I think it's going to be a fairly comfortable afternoon for Celtic, despite their growing injury list. And yeah, and despite the best efforts of the Scottish FA and the Scottish referees, I think Celtic will win the first trophy that's up for grabs this season. So, yeah, that's my predicted result. So, come on, you Celtic. So that's the end of my video, and I hope that you enjoyed that. Please feel free to put a comment in the video about what you think about what's going to happen in today's game and what you think the result will be, and who do you think the star players in the game will be. And if you're watching it after the game has finished, please feel free to tell me what you thought about the game and your verdict on it. I'll be delighted to have a read of that and hear what you think. So, yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to put a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and also to share the content around. I'd really appreciate that if you could do that for me. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care, everyone, and I'll look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you. Take care. Bye for now.